Hello everyone, welcome back to another live episode of EMU Cards. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're actually going to go over this complete set of 1980 Topps. And we're going to go Rickey Henderson hunting. So this is the complete set right here. We know that every card is in here. This was my dad's. He was a card collector for years, even had owned his own card shop in the late 80s and early 90s. So he actually kept it for myself and my two sisters. Future episodes, we're going to be doing the 1981 Topps, and then the 1982 Topps, which has Cal Ripken's rookie card. It's not the Topps traded, which is the more valuable card, but Cal Ripken's rookie card is in that set. So we're going to go in order, but a little history lesson. This is a iconic set because this is the last year before Fleer and Donruss got involved in baseball. So Topps had a monopoly on the market. And so there's some of these cards in this set are just really, really good. Most notably is the Rickey Henderson rookie card. It is, if you're lucky enough to get into PSA 10, it is in the 5-digit number. So what I have here is I did some research. PSA's website, if you watch some of my previous videos or seen some of my posting, and when I say posting on YouTube with the EMU Cards YouTube channel, is that I am really pro SGC. I really think they're actually a good play for the long term and the short term if you're just trying to cycle through money. But something that I love about PSA, their website is incredible. It's a great resource, especially for pop counts. Also seeing some pricing. They're a little bit behind the narrative, but they're a really good guide if you're just trying to get a good value of a card you may have gotten, whether through opening packs or just getting from a set that you've been collecting for a long period of time. So we're gonna go in order. I actually have the PSA site on my laptop to the left of me, and we're gonna go through each card, each of the valuable cards. Trust me, I'm gonna go to each card of all of these. So, all right. So this means that this way is one. Okay, so the first card is, we got the Brock and Yaz enter 3,000 hit circle during the 1970 campaign. I also have no idea what the conditions are of these cards. That's why it's like I put PSA 10 for Rickey Henderson. But looking at this first card, we may be in rough shape. Those edges look pretty tough. Because this card, PSA 10, is $100. But you can see the centering is way off, both up and down and left and right. And then to the left of the card, we're not looking too good, not too shabby, not very mint. But it's still really cool. Lou Brock and Carl Yastrzemski, when they both hit 3,000 hits, which happened, I think, about 7 times in MLB history. So now we're gonna go to the next card. So we have Pete Rose, cool raw card. And then who we got? Next we have Bruce Sutter, and he is number 17. Bruce Sutter, there he is. Bruce Sutter, Hall of Famer. That card actually looks like in pretty decent shape, actually. So yeah, we have, look at that. Centering's not off. Centering's a little bit off, but edges look okay, not great. Not too much chipping for a card that is 41 years old. That's not bad. And then, so the next card is Carl Fisk. I believe, we can just cheat there. Okay, 32. All right, so we're not going to see him anytime soon. All right, so that's the first little handful of cards that we went through. Okay, here we go. Carlton Fisk, there we go. Not bad again. Little centering's a little bit off, but actually, like, the condition of that card looks pretty good. So, yeah, that's not bad at all. Carlton Fisk goes around $90 PSA 10, $15 PSA 9, and then $8 PSA 8. So after PSA 10, just like the Yashchemsky, just really worth the seller card raw. Okay, so then the next card is Larry Harlow, who I'm skipping over him. This is, again, following the PSA site. So 68, what are we looking at in the back here? Oh, we're all the way to 89, okay. So Gary Carter, famous for hitting that home run in Toronto. What was that, 93 to win the World Series? Almost famous home runs. Look at Bobby Valentine. Look at that, still playing before he became a crazy manager for the. Okay, so we're paused. Hey guys, how are you? How's everyone doing? I'm waving to you, can't see it. So here we go. We got Gary Carter. Gary Carter, centering's off, Hall of Famer. That's when he's on the Expos. So Gary Carter is, the Gary Carter PSA 10. PSA 10 is $400, but this is obviously not PSA 10. And then there's a big drop off. That's what's so crazy about this set, is that the PSA 10s of a lot of these cards, because they're so rare and the population is so low, because as you can see, as all the cards that we pulled so far, the centering is just terrible. And it's just really hard to make sure that the corners are good, the surfaces of the card is in good shape, the corners, just the overall, any type of chipping, but pretty cool card nonetheless. So, okay, so Dave Steve, right? Dave Steve, all right, let's just go on to the next guy. Dave Steve is about 150 PSA 10, and then again, a big drop off to 8 or 5. So if you don't have a PSA 10, that's pretty much the gist. All right, I think that is it. Next, we're looking for Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench. If anybody's wondering, the Rickey Henderson card, I believe, is in the 500s, if I'm not mistaken. So here we go. 100 is we are at. Alrighty then. Johnny Bench, there he is. Again, let's look at Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench, 175 PSA 10, and then it goes down to 25 and then $10 for PSA 8. And that's probably a PSA 8 at best. So not worth getting graded, right? Next is Tony Perez, Hall of Famer. That's at 125, so probably pretty close. Yep, we're very close. And there's Tony Perez. All right, for the Montreal Expos. Not really worth mentioning his pricing. Even know that that's actually the best card that I've seen with the centering. That actually is pretty well centered. But that PSA 10 is worth a whopping $35. On to the next. All right. Reliever Rick Gossage. One of the few relief pitchers to make it into the Hall of Fame. I gotta be close, right? Oh, there's Bill Buckner. That card's gotta be worth something, right? Bill Buckner. Famous for letting the ball go between his legs. I really shouldn't have to tell you guys, because anybody who watches sports. Oh, last card. Right there, Rick Gossage. Not bad. Pretty nice. Centering's a little bit off. So, Mr. Rick Gossage of the New York Yankees, PSA 10 goes for $225 and then goes down to $20. I mean, like, just the extreme highs and lows in this set. If anybody's wondering why I'm not putting these cards into the into penny sleeve, is because I haven't seen one worth putting into one, to be quite honest. All right, so now we're looking for Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Nope. Willie Wilson. Okay, he's coming up. Eddie Murphy for the Orioles, which is my dad's favorite team. And that centering looks a bit off, but still a really nice card. This for PSA 10 goes for $225, and it has a steep drop off for PSA 9 at $15. So nice card though, nice card. And then what's our next? So we got 175, right? I think we just pass that. Okay. Oh, there he is. That setting is actually not bad. Rick's kind of, I thought Rick was a Hall of Famer. No, he was a multi-year All-Star. He was a relief pitcher. So this is like for any Cubs fans, I believe he pitched for the San Francisco Giants at one point in time. He's actually most famous for being the starting pitcher in the All-Star game when he pitched to Bo Jackson. And Bo Jackson's, I think his first pitch, was his first pitch or second pitch? And he destroyed it, and the announcer was talking to President at that time, Ronald Reagan, and Ronald Reagan stopped in sentence and said, "Oh," as Bo Jackson belted it out of the park. Oh, you have 2 Champ Summers. Maybe we'll get, so we got 2 Champ Summers. Maybe we'll get 2 Rickey Hendersons. You know, one can dream. Right, Jim Rice is next, another Hall of Famer. Jim Rice, where are you, buddy? There he is, Jim Rice, All-Star for the Red Sox. That's actually one of the better centered cards, but there's a little chip on that edge. Yeah, actually, card's in really rough shape. My dad flossed his teeth with this card. My goodness. Oof. That is no good. But Jim Rice, just in case anybody was wondering, 110 PS. We got the Nolan Ryan card. That's pretty nice. So now we've actually, so anybody's wondering what that card is, that one's 100 PSA 10. And then drops to 15 and 8 for PSA 9 and PSA 8 respectively. So now we're looking for Steve Carlton. Steve Carlton, All-Star for the Phillies. There we go. That's actually a pretty good conditioned card, but the centering is a little bit funny there. That's a bit funny. Alrighty. All right. Dave Skaggs, all-time great porn name. I hope he did porn. Please tell me if somebody, is anybody alive? Is anybody on here? Did Dave Skaggs do porn? Google search of the day. Kids, if you're watching, don't ask what it is. Don't ask. Website for PSA website for $130, and then it goes down to a whopping $4 and $2. So if anybody knows why that is, please reach out and let me know. All right, so now the next card is, we are looking for Dave Winfield, which actually is an exciting one because the PSA 10 is $800. So that is number 230. So I think we got a little bit. He actually may be at the end. Lou Piniella, when he played for the Yankees. And there he is, Dave Winfield. Now, I can tell you right off the bat, I'm sure you can tell as well, that centering is a bit off, but it's a pretty nice card, to be honest. It's just crazy. I mean, like, literally, 800, right? And then we have Andre Dawson. 235. Actually, he should be really close. Yeah, Andre Dawson. That looks a little bit better. This one's not as like crazy. What is this? Andre Dawson. $85 PSA 10, $12 PSA 9. Nice card. Another Hall of Famer. Now we're looking for Robin Yount. Robin Yount. All right. Robin Yount is 265. All right, we got the checklist. I wonder what these checklists goes for, because like now since checklists are so rare, that people may be liking those. The Cardinals. See what card we're at. We're a little bit off. Oh, there's a big gap. Okay, all right, we can skip a bunch of these. Oh, there he is. So Robin Yount. You can see the centering is a bit off. Of course, in half decent position. Again, with the pricing, we have Robin Yount PSA 10 at $350. Man, and then PSA 9 goes down to 20. Just absolutely bonkers. Absolutely bonkers, the price difference. All right, and then the next card is pretty close this session. It's Mike Schmidt. There he is. All right, that's not half bad. That's actually one of the better cards. $200 for PSA 10. I don't think it's a PSA 10, but yeah, that's actually one of the better center cards. And then PSA 9 goes right down to $15. So most of these cards are just better be sold raw for anybody that's interested. I am looking to sell these. I'm just seeing really if we can get, when we get to Rickey Henderson, if that's going to be worth sending in. I'm actually going to send it to SGC for grading. But the next card is Steve Garvey at $290. That's a little bit of a way, so I think we're just gonna. Oh, past him. There he is, Steve Garvey. Steve Garvey, there we go. Steve Garvey, PSA 10, $60, and it goes down to 12. And if anybody has a PSA 8, you have a whopping $5 card. Well worth the investment. All right, next we go to Dave Parker. Oh, right there, look at that. Getting half decent at this. Dave Parker, that's actually pretty nice. It's a pretty good condition. Centering looks solid, corners look solid. What is Dave Parker? Oh, this is interesting. Dave Parker, PSA 10 goes for $300, and then PSA 9 goes to $25. This actually is a candidate, ladies and gents, to possibly be in the sleeve and sent to grading. Because actually, looking closer, that centering looks pretty good. So let's look at the back. Well, the back is not the same story, right? You can see from here to here, that's tight, and that has space. So I was close. That's actually the first one that I had. I got a little tinkled a little bit there. Got tinkled with excitement that possibly found a card worth grading, but not to be had. So now that we are on Willie McCovey, 335. I don't think we're going to get there from here. Yeah, 318. Okay. All right. And we're going to do Willie McCovey is 335. So Twins. Getting close. It's gotta be like, here he is, Willie McCovey. Actually, that looks nice. Maybe this is a good sign. Maybe the centering gets better as it goes along. It's not perfect, but at least At least I had to stop for a split second to check the centering of this card. William McCovey, Hall of Famer, PSA 10 is $125, goes down to $15 for PSA 9. And then, so next we got Ozzy. Ozzy, which would be an exciting card. But that's a big space. I don't even think we're gonna get there in this space. Oh, holy, well, on the bottom, boom shakalaka. There's Ozzie Smith right there. Okay. I mean, the Ozzie's in great condition though. That looks really good. The centering is definitely off. So Ozzy is $400 PSA 10, and then it goes on to $50 PSA 9. Now, I mean, that's in pretty good shape. I mean, this card actually isn't, but that's centering even on the back. This will probably be a PSA 8. So, again, not worth the PSA 8. It goes for $12. You know, all these prices, again, are according to the PSA website, which is definitely probably one of the least reliable places you can go to with some of the pricings. But why I'm using it is that PSA, their website is just so awesome to go and find pop reports, like guides. I mean, they do say it's a price guide, you know, and that's what it's doing. It's just guiding, you know, is it worth getting graded? All right, so we are more than halfway done. We're getting closer to Rickey Henderson, which again I think is in the high 500s, if I remember correctly, looking at the checklist. The next card we're going to is George Foster. George Foster for the Cincinnati Reds. He looks mean. Do not piss that guy off. But that's a pretty good in shape card. So George Foster, $60 PSA 10, $20 PSA 9. Then the next card is, what are we looking for? Dwight Evans. Okay, there's Mr. Dwight Evans, centering his way off. And I don't even understand that. So Dwight Evans, someone explain to me why, if that centering was good, why PSA 10 this is worth $350? Am I missing something? I don't know who Dwight Evans is. I'm going to be quite honest with you. I do not know who he is. Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer, right? Very next card. That looks pretty good. Hall of Famer, 110. Yeah, why is Dwight Evans $350 and then Paul Molitor, Hall of Famer? Siren looks actually pretty good. Not definitely PSA 10. Oh, Bobby Bonds. Bobby Bonds worth anything? Oh, he is. Bobby Bonds. There we go. Related to Mr. Barry Bonds. Not as good looking as Barry, but Barry's a good looking dude. So Bobby Bonds is $90 PSA 10. Let me now scroll down to this, and we are getting closer. All right, so the next card we're looking for is the Yankees team card. The Yankees team card. Oh, there we go. Very next card. Look at that. So Yankees team card. Pretty nice. Manager Dick Hauser. And this card, PSA 10, goes for $175, and then it goes down to $8 for PSA 9. That's unbelievable. All right, let's see what we got next. We got Don Goulet, $435. There he is for the Yankees, right there. Don Goulet. So, Saren looks a little bit off, but Don is $200 PSA 10, and then goes down to a whopping $15 PSA 9. All right, Don Sutton is next. So that's coming up pretty quick. Don Sutton, there he is. Don Sutton, pitcher. Oh wow, actually his centering looks pretty good. What does Don go for? Don is $40. That would be typical of our luck, right? The closest card we got to PSA 10 would be the $40 card. Oh, nincompoop. Alrighty. So now we're looking for George Brett. George Brett, which actually we should get a little excited for. George Brett. Oh, there he is. Man, that card's in rough shape. That's a shame. That is a shame, ladies and gents, because PSA 10 is $700. And you know what's really frustrating? That centering is actually pretty good. You can see that corner. I mean, that is clear as day. Even in that corner. I mean, like, geez. Look at all those corners. That is legitimately disappointing. And actually, the next card we're looking for is card number 482, Rickey Henderson. Let's see what we got. So Rickey Henderson, according to the PSA website, is PSA 10 is $115,000 for the Rickey Henderson card. Do we have a shot? Is it possible? By 11, he's a Hall of Famer, right? All right, so we got a little while. Yeah, 465, right? He's number 482. 482, we're getting closer. 473, so 476, 477, 478, 479, 480, 481. There, and here he is. Rickey Henderson. Let's get a good look at this. Hang on a second. Let's see what we got over here. Rickey Henderson. Let's put these cards down right here. Let's look at this together, everyone. So we can tell that the centering is off. Definitely know it's not a PSA 10. So now let's look at the corners. Yeah, that corner is a little messed up. That corner's pretty good. That corner is solid, not perfect, not great. That corner's pretty good. So let's look at the back. The back centering is not half back. That may be a PSA 8. It's very low. I can't see that being a PSA 9 because of that one corner and also the centering surface. So PSA 8, this card goes for $400. Definitely worth submitting. I know this is PSA pricing, but I just love for the vintage cards. I think everyone does vintage. Really should be going to SGC. And that's a pretty good Rickey Henderson, if you ask me. So gonna put that in the card sleeve. If I can get it in the card sleeve, right? Alrighty. And we got our card sleeve, card saver right here. And there we go. We got Rickey Henderson. Rickey Henderson rookie card. Looks pretty good. I'm thinking that's PSA 8 potential, maybe. PSA 7, PSA 8 right there, but we're gonna send this to SGC. All right, so now let's go. Now we're just gonna go through the rest of the deck really quickly, but we still have some pretty big cards because Nolan Ryan is the other big card, and that's at 580. That card, PSA 10, goes for $3,000. Mike Tyson, the wrong one. Let's see, what's the next card? We have Tom Seaver. Tom Seaver, favorite pitcher for the Mets, Hall of Famer. Danny Darwin, there he is. Tom Seaver, when he's pitching with the Cincinnati Reds. Tom Seaver goes for $100 PSA 10, then drops down to $20 for PSA 9. So the next card we're going to is the Phillies team, which PSA 10 goes for $400. Let's see what we got there. PSA 10, here we come. Are we close? 526, are we gonna get there? Let's see. Yes, 526. All right, we can look at the back right there. Centering is off on the back, so now the PSA 10. There we go. Not half bad on the front, really. That's pretty good. And then, yeah, geez, PSA 10, $400. PSA 9, a whopping 12 Dolores. You know, you can get a couple Big Macs for that. Go EMU, go. All right, so 540, but now we're looking for Mr. Pete Rose. Pete Rose, there we go. Pete Rose. Pete Rose, there he is, Mr. Pete Rose. It's a pretty awesome card. It's a great card. The condition looks really good. Centering looks off. Pete Rose, PSA 10 goes for $425. And then PSA 9 goes down to $32. So definitely not a PSA 9. So now we're looking for Nolan Ryan. Does Nolan Ryan bring in the heat and give us a chance? A chance. Oh, Ken Griffey's dad. I'm putting that aside. That's not on the list. Yeah, Ken Griffey Sr. You gotta put him aside. At least for his famous genes. Art Howe, before he coached Moneyball team. Oh, we got 2 Dave Lopes. Yeah, we didn't get lucky with the Rickey Henderson having duplicate. That would have been nice. Okay, we're coming up close. We're coming up close. I'm actually going to put these cards down. Just because I just want to. Oh. Let's see what we got. Jerry Morales. Pitcher, Ken. Jim, Bobby. Oh, he's up. So 578. 579. Nolan Ryan. There he is. Now let's see how this condition is worth, because PSA 9, it would be worth it to send him. I can already tell you from the centering that it's a no-go. But let's look at the condition. Yeah, let's look at that. So the centering is way off. It's almost at misprint level, because you can see that it is just, there's nothing over here, large over here, little, a lot, and I like to turn it over. Yeah. Honestly, this is not even worth sleeving. I mean, I'll put it in the penny sleeve, but it's not worth a card loader. That was the last big card, and I believe, let me look at the list. Oh no, we got Jim Palmer, $400. Reggie Jackson, we still got. How dare I? How rude of me. Oh my. Oh my, how dare you? What a dick. Okay, so we are looking for Jim Palmer at 90. Oh wait, there's Reggie Jack. Just do a few camera adjustment, had some technical difficulties. Excusez-moi. Alrighty, I think we're back. Okay. All right, so I skipped over Jim Palmer, but went right to Reggie Jackson, which, yeah, that card's pretty beat. But great photo of Reggie Jackson, full swing, either striking out or hitting a home run for the New York Yankees, Mr. October himself. All right. And then who else are we looking for? Next would be Willie Stargell, Hall of Fame, 6'10". Ooh, PSA 10, 750. Come on, Willie. Not you, Woody Fryman. Get out of here, Ron Weed. Willie Stargell. Ooh. That corner looks a little bit busted. We're so crazy. So Willie Stargell, PSA 10, 750. Then 9 goes down to 25. Man, that's centering. Actually, that's one of the best center cards that I've seen. I mean, maybe not top to bottom, but still really nice. Just the corners gave it away. All right, so the next card is Mets Futures, which is 680. Wow, I read that correctly, 681. Okay, we can just skip that right here. Alrighty, and then here we go. All right. Well, we're looking for the Mets Future Stars. This is like Cal Ripken's card in 1982. He's on one of these. So the Mets, right? The Mets are back here. There we go. Mets. Mike Scott, Jesse Orosco, and then Dan Norman. I guess because Josie Orosco's on this. But this one, PSA 10, is $90. That card's in pretty good shape. And then, what is the next? And then Rod Carew, Hall of Famer Rod Carew at cards 700. All right. Rod Carew. Here he is. Pretty nice card. Rod Carew, PSA 10, goes for $60. And the last card that we're going to look at is Mr. Carl Yastrzemski of the Boston Red Sox. His PSA 10 goes for $100 and then $20. So 720. There he is, Carl Yastrzemski. Pretty nice card, pretty good shape. PSA 10, $100, and PSA 9, $20. And ladies and gentlemen, that is a 1980s Topps. Really, you know, we picked out all the good cards according to PSA's website, picked out a few extras. You know, here they are. You know, Reggie Jackson. All right, here we go. In reverse order now, Carl Yastrzemski, Rod Carew, Mets Future Stars with Jesse Orosco, Willie Stargell, Reggie Jackson, Ken Griffey Sr., Pete Rose. We got the Phillies team photo, Tom Seaver, Don Sutton, Don Goulet, the Yankees team, Bobby Bonds, Paul Molitor, Dwight Evans, George Foster, Ozzie Smith, awesome card, Willie McCovey, Dave Parker, Steve Garvey, Mike Schmidt, Robin Yunt, Andre Dawson, Dave Winfield, the Angels team card, Steve Carlton, strikeout leaders J.R. Richard and Nolan Ryan, Jim Rice, Rick Bruschel, Eddie Murray, Rick Gossage, Tony Perez, Johnny Bench, Dave Steve rookie, Gary Carter, Carlton Fisk, and the highlights with Lou Brock and Carl Yastrzemski both hitting 3,000 hits in the same season. And then the two big hitters, we got Nolan Ryan, and then we got Rickey Henderson rookie card. So I'm going to be submitting this to SGC and see what we get. Just by looking at it through this video, what do you guys think? I think this is an SGC 7 with how tough there is. It would be at least a cool card to get graded. Worth $25 just to get it graded when you do it through Nash's Cards. So that is the videos, ladies and gents. I hope that you had some fun. And I will talk to everyone soon. And good night.